Am I right?
We are here.
Woohoo!
Tell me what's going on,
Twisted Cupid podcast. That's right. Every Thursday night. You heard the man. This is the Twisted Cupid podcast. If you are watching on YouTube, you may notice we have a slightly new look. We have the 2 cameras set up now, so hopefully...
But we're all here in the same room.
Yes, we are all here in the same room. That is the magic of cinema. Or I guess this is technically cinema. The magic of podcasting.
I can't wait until we focus on one person and it's like all our heads are turned in different directions.
Oh, yeah.
You know?
Well, it's already like that. It's already like that on the clips, so it's not going to make a difference. The only thing is the clip should be way better because we're not just completely zooming way in on one camera, you know? Anyway, enough about how the sausage is made. With me, as always, my amazing co-host, Amy Liszka. How's it going, Amy?
Hello. I'm so excited about this.
I am too. I hope you had a good week.
Let me think. You know what? I work as much as I can. But when my work schedule all of a sudden actually schedules me a lot of work, does that make sense?
Yeah.
So
yeah.
I kind of wait tables, but it was only on pickup. I was
Right.
kind of waiting here and there. Maybe I'd pick up 1 shift here, 2 shifts here, and I loved it because you make money when you wait tables. But then all of a sudden they put 5 shifts on my.
No.
Oh, no.
And I was like,
Hell no.
and I'm like, okay, do you not see that I'm 6 months pregnant and I don't know. I have a kid at home. I don't know. I got very. I've never seen myself try to hit away money so fast.
Sure.
Uh-huh.
It's I need the money, but as soon as the work came and the money comes, I'm like, what is going on here? Sorry.
It's the difference between getting to work and having to work. It's that very
Yeah.
fine line.
There you go.
Yeah.
But we are doing the podcast right now, man. So hopefully that's better than work for you.
Yes,
You know what
thank
I mean?
you, thank you.
I'm glad to be here. Glad to have our 2 guests. We have 2 awesome returning guests, man. First up, she is a returning guest, as I said, a hilarious stand-up comic. The one, the only Sara Shipley. Thank you for being back on the show.
Woo-hoo, Sarah.
Thank you for being here. Tell them
Hell
where
yeah.
they can find you.
Funny Sara Shipley on everything. It's the easiest. Yeah.
Nice. Go follow her, see her live.
Yeah.
Follow her on the socials, all
April
that good stuff.
15th, if you're in the New York area, new show coming up at Sunnyside at Singer Hall.
Oh,
Really?
cool. There you go.
No
That's
way.
right.
Yeah,
Oh my gosh, I
Monday.
love that. Monday?
That's great.
Monday, April 15th is the first one. We're going to see how it goes and then hopefully
Is it-
make it a
Nice.
monthly or
There we
That's
go.
awesome.
There we go.
Sanger
Yeah.
Hall's right down the block from
Yes.
us, so we love Sanger Hall.
Yes,
Love
it's
it.
great.
Love it.
So come
Burgers
by.
are amazing.
Yeah, and
Go see them April 15th.
Yeah.
April 15th. You have a show coming up?
I
Can
do.
you plug it?
Yeah,
Oh,
but let me
yeah.
introduce our
yeah.
our second guest. He is not only a returning guest to the podcast, he is a returning co-host. Back when this used to be
Oh.
Love Gurus, way back in the day. We started the podcast
Oh
together.
my God,
The one,
yeah.
the only Freddy G.
So happy to be back. We've
Wow.
come full circle.
Yes,
Wow.
full circle, man. Thank you for being back on the show.
Oh, so happy to be here. At Orange Freddy G.
There we go.
I got a show at an Upper West Side deli that I'm gonna start running every month on May 4th.
Oh, nice.
No Star Wars allowed, so avoid all the other Star Wars themed shows and come to our show Locks of Laughs at the deli on the Upper West Side.
There you go. They're doing all Star Trek material on the Star Wars Day. It's a total.
It's
total
very
Game of Thrones
completely different show.
But yeah, dude, thank you for being back on. Thank both of you for being back on. Without further ado, are you guys ready to take your first question from the wild animals on Reddit?
Never been more ready.
All right,
Oh,
let's
so
do it.
ready.
I
First
love
question
it.
from the animals on Reddit. If you guys have questions to write in, write them to twistedcupidpodcast@gmail.com. I think there's a little bit of a delay on one of these cameras, man. I don't think
Is
it's gonna
there?
work.
Oh,
Yeah,
I
on
noticed
mine.
that. Yeah, our camera's
Look at
delayed.
that. Look at that. There's that's like a 5
Oh yeah, I
second
saw
delay.
that. Yeah.
That's pretty ugly, man.
Matt, what do you think? Matt is
Oh yeah,
in the
there's a delay
chat.
on both of them.
Matt loves it. Yeah. Wait, who stole whose bag of
Yes.
hair? Interesting.
Yes. In fact, thank you to everybody listening right now, man. If you're listening on Spotify, on Apple Podcasts, SoundCloud, any of those good audio-only platforms, we still appreciate you, but we would love you even more if you came to YouTube and watched live every single Thursday, 8:30 p.m. Eastern. Give us your comments, give us your questions right there in the chat. Thank you to Matt and to Joel on YouTube.
Joel's here.
They're in the chat there. Oh, yeah. Matt says, boy, girl. Yeah, we're doing like a switching the cameras up there. little bit of delay on mine. I don't know if it's streaming delayed or if that's just on our display. Hopefully that's not the case. But Joel on YouTube says, at Twisted Cupid Podcast, hello, friends. I can't stay tonight, but wanted to thank you, Jake and Amy, for your messages. Oh, yeah.
Aw,
yeah.
Joel.
Sorry about your mother, Joe. Joel,
Yeah.
sorry.
Oh, so sorry.
Yeah, dude. Thank you, Joel, and I'm sorry about your mother. I hope that's going well for you and your family. But without further ado, are you guys ready to take your first question from the wild animals on Reddit?
Yes.
All right, first question from the wild animals on Reddit.
All right. So can you? What's the title of the show? What's the theme? I forgot.
It is. Hang on. If only we would have talked about this before the podcast, I could have. That was.
While you're doing that, maybe Matt, what are these
Unexpected?
numbers? Is this a code that we're supposed to be solving?
I don't know.
chat.
Okay, no worries.
Oh, that was unexpected. I
Yeah,
think is
that
what
was
it says.
unexpected. That's what it is.
There we go.
Should we? Okay, so that was unexpected, mainly because I feel like all these people that had these complaints, it was kind of unexpected on their part that this was what was going to happen. You know. All right, so my girlfriend hooked up with her ex and then dumped me. Dun dun dun.
Oh, damn.
So, I'm a 47-year-old male, and I met a woman who's 42. And I had a huge crush on her and casually dated her on and off for 2 years before she finally felt ready to commit to me on New Year's Eve.
Oh, nice.
We slept together and took the plunge into exclusivity. We only lived about a half a mile away from each other, and we were always together. Sex was top-notch stellar. Last night I had to work, and she decided to go out. She ran into her ex, got drunk, hooked up, and told me today that she was so sorry, but she was in love with him still, and she tried with me, but I wasn't that kind of a man that she needed. Even though I was a great guy in bed, I wasn't the partner she needed because she wants a guy who has money and income and brains and to be a real provider.
Did she have to throw the brains thing in? I
You're
mean,
an idiot.
not only are you too dumb for too poor for my father, you're too dumb too.
I don't
that's
think-
crazy.
I don't think their relationship was going that great since New Year's Eve. That's all I can say.
You can call me broke or dumb, not both. And I am both. Like, I get it, but you only need to go with one. I already get that it's not happening.
How old
so-
is she? Sorry. He's
She-
47.
42.
And she is 42.
Oh, okay. I thought he was
Wow,
like, yeah.
okay.
We're adults.
Yeah,
adult
this
zone.
is crazy because it gets even crazier, and it's like they're way too old for this stuff. I don't know.
It's weird that she needs she needs money because a great dick is priceless. The ladies know.
I believe Kay Jeweler said that.
More D&E.
She wants a real provider while I was just an average Joe with an average job who only made enough to contribute equally and not
Whoa.
provide for her to the level she deserves. She was an old-fashioned girl who wanted to be a traditional relationship where the man provides for her and she's a stay-at-home mom. I mean, she's 42. When is she going to become the mom?
Wow, yeah.
And I couldn't provide for her. A 50-50 man is a broke man, and you are just a 50-50 man.
Damn.
Were her exact words. Wow. I don't even think they
That
were
sounds
ever
like
in
an
love.
angry TLC song.
Yeah.
Just a 50-50 man.
She dumped him and roasted him.
Don't
You're too
go
broke, too
chasing 50-50.
Oh, hell no. 60-40 is as low as I'll go.
No,
At least you're willing to negotiate.
Yeah.
That's good.
now I'm absolutely crushed. I was deeply emotionally invested in her. She encouraged it, fed me bullshit and pretty lies to ensure it wouldn't happen. Then wrecked me. Now I have to live with the emotional wreckage while she goes on. I don't believe in karma, and I don't think I have the right to want bad for her just because she followed her heart. But I do hate her. I hate her for using me as a placeholder.
Ouch.
Dun dun dun.
That's rough, man.
Does it go on to say I'm going to stalk her? And is that where it is?
Oh, yeah.
I feel like
gonna
she
pay.
might cheat with this guy because he has the better dick. The other guy's got the money.
Sure.
But yeah, he was just a fling. I feel bad for him. Usually these people are idiots, but I do feel bad for this guy.
Yeah,
but
it's
this
pretty
just
rough.
happened. Like I take current questions. So they were together on New Year's Eve, and
Okay.
this just happened. So it's what, March, end of March. So he was a placeholder for at least 3 months. That's honestly 3 months is enough to know you don't like someone.
That's a full quarter.
yeah, that's enough
That's
to know.
That's Q1.
Yeah,
He got his Q1 performance
right.
review.
Yeah,
He gave her the
that
full
is true.
Q1.
Yeah. He's got the growth, but only in the pants.
That's right. That's right. You got Q1 dick, but I'm a Q2 kind of lady.
Colin DeGarbo. Hi, Colin.
Oh, friend of the show.
Oh, Colin,
Colin.
yeah.
What's
Yeah,
going on,
brains
buddy?
was a low blow. Don't need no half and halves.
That's right. Uh-huh.
Oh my gosh. Yeah, it's like I just feel like for their ages, because he's 47, she's 42. They're acting like they're like 21.
Yeah.
I don't know why.
I always think it's funny when we take questions from people in their 40s and 50s, and they're acting like they're sophomores in high school.
These people were just in a cult their whole life. They just broke out of the same cult, started dating, and it didn't work out.
I had one girlfriend the entire time I was in Scientology, and now I'm 57.
I just don't know why he didn't see any of this coming. Like, I feel like
Yeah,
you
wow.
get to a certain age, and not only are you more protective with like who you date and who you're exclusive with, but even like your friends. You're like, I feel like I will walk into a room, and if I don't know anyone, people will be like, I'm not gonna mess with her because I know she's a bitch, and I can't deal with bitches anymore
Sure.
in my life. Like, people will just X you out because they just have a feeling. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Like,
Right,
they just
right.
That's
It
just shitty on her too, because she knew from like day one.
yeah.
You know, and she let this drag on. Like, she knew what she was doing. This poor guy.
Well, she needed a place to
47.
sleep.
Oh. Jeez. Yeah. She was looking for a sugar daddy.
Right.
She
right.
didn't ask. You got to ask that day one, apparently.
Yeah. But she only wanted a sugar daddy for a quarter. That's more
Yeah.
like a high fructose corn syrup uncle at best.
I'm more curious about this ex that who dumped who? Like, did she get dumped by this ex? Like,
I
how
think
much?
so.
How much
Yeah.
money is he really making? You know, I
I'm
don't
thinking
know.
she was acting like Peg Bundy, but wasn't nearly as hot as Kathy Siegel. that's what I think happened.
Damn.
I don't know. I feel like I don't know what to say except for I feel like he should have seen this coming, and I feel bad for him.
It's kind of a rough one because it's like, well, but to be fair, it's only been 3 months. If she's acting like this toward him now, you think it's getting better by quarter 3 or 4? Absolutely
You should
not.
be thanking her for getting out
Yeah.
now.
Yeah, he
Like,
got out quick,
bye,
yeah.
Thank you.
Exactly. It's sort of like that Chaz Palminteri speech in A Bronx Tale about when he's chasing the guy over $20, and he's like, "Do you like the kid? No, I hate him. Well, for the price of $20,
Yeah.
he's out of your life forever. You've wasted however much money you have on her. It probably seems like a lot, but again, we're only in the first quarter of 1 year. This could get a hell of a lot worse."
Yeah.
If you stay with her for longer, if you move in with her, if you do all this stuff. So, yeah, man, it's just cut your losses. I don't
Yeah, I
understand
feel
what's
like
so difficult for this
you
guy.
can't be this miserable until you're married.
Yeah.
And like
Yeah.
and then it's like it's almost like it's just too much to even think about like trying to get a divorce, you know? It's like
Yeah, he's acting
You're already on
like,
your second kid.
he's acting like he's going into a custody battle. Whereas,
Yeah.
like they don't even have any mutual Facebook friends by this point. Like we're quarter 1, dude. Like, just cut your losses.
Yeah, their relationship was like Bitcoin. It's bound to crash.
Right, exactly. It's-
I mean, if you live at half a mile from someone and you met New Year's Eve, like, that's a convenience. That's all that is.
Right.
It's like, oh, I guess I'll kiss you because there's no one else here, and then it's like
Yeah.
it rolled into a relationship by accident. It's like,
yeah.
I do
Yeah,
think this
just
guy's
a
going to
casual
move.
thing.
I think this guy's going to move at least 0.7 miles away. It's too close for him.
Yeah.
He
Yeah.
can't
Oh,
stay. He's too
God.
emotionally invested. But by the time he's 55, 60, he'll be more mature.
They'll meet up at the end like the Notebook.
when she's lost all of her memory.
That's right. Yeah.
and he can be like, I'm Steven. I'm the guy that you left and went back to.
Hi, my name's Frank today. Do you want to have a one-night stand again?
Just Groundhog Day forever.
Groundhog Dick. That's what he's got going on.
Yeah, I don't know what I don't know. I don't know what to say.
I don't know, but this guy's very sad, and I feel bad for him.
I
But
do too.
He's very sympathetic.
I just feel like
I don't think so.
she didn't need to throw him that far under the bus. Like what went so bad that she had to pull that statement, that 50-50 statement?
Yeah,
That's
he's-
harsh.
He's just trying to be a feminist, and he really blew up in his face. This guy's gonna get into Andrew Tate real hard.
Oh yeah, dude. Next, he's going so the other extreme from now on.
If he's watching delete YouTube immediately because their algorithm is going to radicalize you.
Oh yeah, dude. He's gonna be. He's writing a manifesto as we speak. On an old school clangy typewriter and everything.
yeah, I recently saw like a YouTube documentary about this like date gone wrong, and they like lived close by, and things just didn't work out, and this lady like turned into a psychopath, but blamed it on another lady that he was dating.
Really?
So this whole time they thought the one lady was crazy, but really it was the other one like orchestrating this whole thing, like burned down her house and like
what?
Dude,
hopefully
she's
this
like
guy
the
does
bad
not
guy
go
in
into
Was
Novello.
this like
I love that.
Novatello or whatever?
No, it was real. It was
a real
story.
documentary?
Yes, real story.
Wait,
For
what?
years they thought like the one lady, we'll call her Becky, they thought Becky was like doing all this crazy shit, burned down the house, got shot in the leg, like.
But he
But it was
ended up
the other
marrying.
one.
He ended up marrying the
You know
crazy
what?
one.
You know what I've learned
Wow.
halfway through the story is I shouldn't bring up things unless I know all the details.
Wait, did you finish watching it?
Yeah, but I don't remember it enough to be like, this is what happened.
What's it called? Because I want to watch it.
I don't even know.
It was a documentary about that guy.
Put it in the show notes. I do this all the time. I was like, I watched a thing. It was crazy, and that's all I can tell you about it.
It had that lady in it that was in that thing last year.
Yeah, you're gonna love it. If I can
I
ever
do love
remember
the
what it
Othello
was.
reference.
Oh my gosh.
Oh man. But moral of the whole story is I hope this guy doesn't lose it and like just make her life a living hell, because she deserves it a little, but not like psychopath behavior.
Yeah, honestly, the more we break this question down, the more I'm on the ladies' side. Not the
You
dude's
always
side.
do that.
I
Yeah,
know,
he does
I know.
do that.
Well, I always like to err against the person writing the question. I pointed out every week this is a source by, for, and about them, so it's going to skew toward their.
It's
This
their
guy-
Fox News, as you used to always say.
But
Yes,
this
they're
is
Fox
this guy,
News,
this
they're
guy
MSNBC,
is
they're-
hurting. I feel bad because he's hurting.
Yeah, but stupid people hurt a lot, and a lot of
Yeah.
time it's because they're running into fucking doors because they're too dumb to use the handle. This
Yeah.
guy should have used the handle. Here's what I think happened. I think this is too forward in quarter one out of the blue. I think she has been giving hints. Because for the most part, when women want to break off something casual, they just tend to drop hints. I'm not saying guys don't do that same thing. I'm saying women tend to do it more. They have a harder time, most women, with doing what she did. With just flat out rejecting a motherfucker to his
Yeah.
face. Some women don't give a shit. Some women
Yeah.
are Cruella DeVille, and they're going to break some dude's heart while looking him in the eye, and then they're going to go make a jacket out of little puppies. But most women are like, I don't know. Maybe if I just don't text him for 3 days, he'll get the hint. I think she's been doing a lot of that, and she's like, dude, what else do I have to do? I mean, like,
Yeah.
I've been showing up with other dudes, Clinton stains on my dress. Like, this is what the fuck, man.
Also, I will say, I'm going to back you up here for a second, because in my experience, if a lady comes out guns blazing after 3 months and calls him stupid, he did something.
Right. That's what
it
I'm
wasn't
saying.
just like,
That's
oh,
what
this
I'm
didn't
saying.
work out.
Also,
Yeah.
I just don't understand when
I think he's too stupid to get the hint. She's not lying about the stupid
when
thing.
she's like, I need a guy that can provide for me. Okay, a lot of people want a provider.
Sure.
I get that. But then just to be like, and brains, like what? was
Whoa.
He did
that?
something. He did
Whoa.
something, and he's not going to talk about it.
Do you know how dumb you have to be called dumb to your face in quarter one? It took my wife about 1.5 years to realize how fucking dumb I am. You know what I mean? Like, this guy, if it's quarter one, she thought I was a genius.
Yeah.
She thought I was a genius. She thought I had a real job. If you can't even keep the lie going quarter one, what? I mean, there's no hope for you. There's
You
no
gotta
hope
go
for this
slow
man.
burn. You really gotta go slow burn with it. You
this
gotta
guy.
let it simmer.
This guy burned like
Yeah.
that guy screaming about Palestine
Oh
outside
yeah,
the fucking
full blaze.
the what was that? The Capitol building or whatever he did that.
I'm sorry, dude. I'm sorry that you're hurting, but I don't have any hope for you. Like, I just feel like Find a different girl? Like, I don't know. Like, why are you hung up on this girl? I feel like he's too old to be hung up on someone, for this short amount
He
of
is,
time.
but I the more we talk about it, the more dumb I think this man really is.
Oh.
For 47, yeah.
For 40, yeah, this guy's in his 40s. We're not talking
I
about a
know.
23-year-old kid. This
I
is
know.
this
I
guy.
wish we could see pictures of these people.
Oh yeah,
I
well,
want to
he's,
see what immediately I'm like, oh, this makes sense.
his mouth's hanging open in the picture. I'll tell you that right now.
I'm like, oh yeah.
And if he's reading a book silently, his eyes are moving along with it. If it's one of those kind of video photos where it gives you a few seconds, his eyes are going left to right, up and down.
Here,
Oh,
real
hey,
quick,
why?
I just dropped my phone and I can't reach down and get it.
I got
because
you.
my
Oh, yeah.
belly.
Let me give advice. So my advice to this guy
Thank
is
you.
you're not good at life. You're amazing at sex, though that is the Fox News version of his
Right.
sex. You might
According
just be
to
amazing
him.
at it. But you got to get on field and be like, just talk up your dick and just you'll be drowning in 42-year-old women.
That's true.
Well, he said they were amazing at sex together. Like
Exactly.
She
But-
didn't mention anything about.
That's a good point. I think a lot of times dumb people think they're better at things than they really are. And we've established that this man is indeed very dumb. I think she's faking orgasms and dummy falls for it every time. I think she's in there throwing unconvincing, un-Oscar award-winning orgasms. Just
This is amazing.
Yeah, she sounds like Siri talking about I'm getting off so hard right now. You got it.
If you're gonna fake it, he's got to go 70-30.
Yeah. It's I know the saying is fake it till you make it, but after a whole quarter, this lady's like, I'm never gonna make it. Not with this guy. Not financially, not physically, not mentally, psychologically, none of that.
Aw.
He can't play crossword puzzles.
All right, I feel okay. We got to move on because
He can't walk and chew gum at the
I
same time.
can't. No, I can't. I
He
feel
can't
bad.
screw in a light bulb without 3 people spinning a stool while he fucking holds it in place.
All right. I'm ready for the next one.
All right, next question on the Twisted Cupid podcast. Marlene on YouTube says Tom and Marlene are here. What's going on, Tom and Marlene on YouTube?
Yeah.
Yes. We have listeners, man.
So your parents are still together?
Yeah. I hope so.
Yeah.
Oh no, I'm saying that's how you learn to give such great advice from a great parents relationship. Yeah.
Yes,
That's right.
They
That's
are still
right.
together. Physically.
Let's take our next question on the Twisted Cupid podcast. If you guys got questions to write in, write them to Twisted Cupid podcast at gmail.com, or even better, write live every single Thursday, 8:30 p.m. Eastern. Give us your comments, give us your questions right there in the chat. Also, if there is indeed a lag on the video for you guys too, between our voices and throw it in the chat, man. I'm kind of curious.
I think there might be.
I think there might be too. But either way, you still have the audio. So if there's too much of a lag, here's what you do: is you do it like you're watching a dubbed movie on Netflix or something. Is you just don't you kind of stare at don't look at the lips. Just don't look at the lips.
I'm
Look
just
at
gonna start
everything
mouthing words and not say anything just to screw with them up.
Oh, Abiola is here, man.
Hi,
Abiola.
Hey, what's
thanks
up?
for a friend of the show, man. Thanks for being on the other
we
week.
started something new with the cameras, so there probably is a lag, but
Yeah.
you know what? We'll have it
figure
all
it
fixed
out.
out next week. So
Yeah.
you guys got to tune
Yeah.
in, okay? We got
It's
to tune in.
it's
I
an
can blame-
ever-evolving show.
Blame my awkwardness on the lag.
Freddie's responsible. Like Freddie walked in and the cameras are like, "Oh fuck this! We're not making the lips move with the audio on time. No way."
All right. So, as you guys know, if you're just tuning in, the whole theme of this podcast is, well, that was unexpected, because it just seems like all these questions are people that are dealing with things that they didn't expect this to happen. Okay.
Marlene
So-
on YouTube says old farts rule. That's right.
Yes.
Matt on YouTube says no, her parents went to different NFL teams. Dad was a free agent. Papa was a free agent, as the song went.
All right. Next question.
Next question on the Twisted Cupid podcast.
Woo-woo. Wife told trainer at gym about our sex life. Dun, dun, dun. My wife, 33, and I am a 44-year-old male, have a busy schedule for ourselves due to my work and her full-time school and work. We have a full-time live-in nanny for our 2 kids, so there are times that we can have to, have a quick date. So, for the last 6 weeks or so, we had only been intimate 2 times, but just quickies, which I'm honestly not fond of, and she knows this.
Trainer's like, that's not enough cardio, bro.
Yeah,
It's not good cardio.
yeah. I've seen this movie.
So,
Yes, for sure.
So on Monday morning, I mentioned that it would be nice if we can make some time just to do it. She offered a quickie, which I tried, but then I got just disinterested. Plus, I've only had 4 hours of sleep prior. I told her I would rather skip the gym and take some time to take some sleeping meds and catch up on sleep. She said, okay, and left for the gym. After the gym ended, I got a ring on the dash cam notification and groggily, I don't know how to say that word, groggily?
Groggily?
Like groggy?
I thought the trainer had a crazy ass name. What's going on?
Grogger.
You got a trainer with some Austrian groggly.
Yeah, it is perm season with Roger.
He's waking up to the dash cam, waking him up to
Groggily.
groggingly? I don't know. Groggingly?
Sleeping. He was
He was
sleeping.
groggy. Yeah.
He groggingly clicked on it. It was my wife in the car talking to one of the coaches, the trainer, outside her car. He started some small talk and asked, "Where's your husband?" She said, "He's being petty." The coach said, "Huh? What's the subject?" And she said, "Sex." And then the dash cam video then blanked out. Dun, dun, dun. I confronted her about this because this was a private issue, and why would you tell some stranger that teaches the fitness class that we go to? She got defensive and said I had no right to view the ring dash cam, and that the conversation was about something completely different, about how the coach was shy and that he doesn't know how to talk to people. The ring dash cam is part of our ring ecosystem. I have one in my car, garage, door, indoor, front door. I didn't.
Wait, what is this? Is he the NSA? Like, what
No,
is he
Yeah.
have all these cameras?
If you don't
on
know
him
what
at all
it
times?
is, no, a dash cam is basically a security system around your entire house. So if someone's talking around your perimeters, it starts videotaping you.
This is
You know,
terrible.
this is
I-
this is rich people stuff. So if you drive up to someone's driveway and they won't let you in the gate until like the camera comes on, the dash cam comes on. So basically he got an alert saying, "Hey, someone's at your gate," and it happened
Got
to
ya.
be the
Okay.
trainer and her talking. And
Wow.
and she's like, "You're."
Yeah, okay.
So sorry, I'm
All right, so
sorry.
this is making
all
sense
the
more
poor
now.
people out there, if you don't watch Real Housewives, who all
Yeah.
have dash cams, okay, it's part of the security around your house to protect your house.
So,
So
it's
basically,
around the house, not actually like in her
So
car.
yeah, so basically,
Yeah, I thought it was on the
Yeah,
dash.
I
No,
thought it was like
so-
in her
Yeah, I
vehicle.
know it.
well, yeah, it's around their car. They
Okay.
can put it around the car, in the driveway, in the front door, back door, any type of entranceway. And people have like gone up to people's dash cams like in their doorway and told other people off just because they know it will start recording all this stuff.
So they're just going up and just like knocking on the mailbox and going, "Hey, you're a prick," and then walking
that's
away.
happened before,
That
yeah.
sounds fun.
Yeah.
I just want to do that to random people.
It's like
Yeah.
ding dong ditch, but it's not anonymous.
Hey, I have people that
I
just,
want-
Hey, bitch, it's me
I
again.
have kids that will like slam their
dog
legs
shit.
into my door and they knock and run, and it scares the crap out of me. I wish I had a dash cam.
Dude, I want to go up to those things in like masks and costumes and all kinds of. I'm gonna go up in like a Richard Nixon mask and be like, "You have your Christmas lights
Yeah.
up in January."
I mean, they are called the Ring dash cam, so I don't know.
It's so convenient. The problem with these things is like, you know, Amazon knows your wife's not getting laid enough. It's that's the problem. Is you're creating like a security state around you.
Wait, but this
she's
isn't,
getting ads for dildos and stuff.
yeah, wait. This isn't the whole thing. So, anyways, and he was basically like, I wasn't really spying on you because it came up on the
It
dash
alerts
cam.
you.
It
Yeah.
alerts you, and then he says, "What does the coach's shyness have to do with us?"
Yeah.
Anyways, I got so pissed that I blocked her contact for a period of time, and then
There
when
you go.
he did undo the text messages, this is what the text messages said. Now, the text messages were long. I took them out. This was the gist of the text messages. Okay, the wife told that the trainer, she actually admitted to to him that she told the trainer that she was venting about their sex life. The husband said
Like
that,
you do.
The husband said that was inappropriate and that he's so embarrassed because it's their gym that they both go together, and now he wants them to cancel both their memberships because he can't go to a gym where everyone knows about their sex life. And then the wife is extremely sorry and has agreed to cancel everyone's gym membership. Okay, so
It's like a Curb episode. Of this
I know.
Yeah.
So then this is the ending. This is the ending. I ended up canceling her gym membership since I was paying for it, and she offered. I'm thinking of canceling our Hawaii trip coming on May to see my sick father and go alone. Not
Yikes.
sure if I'm overreacting, but I'm
Right,
so
yes, you
angry at the fact that instead of apologizing, she just started to deflect. I'm not sure what to do now. But I read the text messages, and she was very apologetic in the text messages, so I don't know what he's talking about. And
So what's his question?
So his question is, he thinks he's now overreacting because after he canceled their gym memberships, now he wants to cancel the trip to Hawaii and all that stuff. And
Yeah, he's over. I don't see what the Hawaii trip has to do with
I
this.
actually wrote this guy back on Reddit.
Oh, no shit. What'd you tell him?
Damn.
Did you
told
tell him to
him-
like and subscribe?
Tell him you're going
Fuck
to
yeah,
talk
dude.
shit about him on.
I said to him, I understand you canceling your gym membership, but if you're not going in the direction of the divorce, stop with this nonsense.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
it's like you can't just like keep saying, well, I'm going to cancel this and I'm going to cancel that. I was like,
She fucked up. She admitted it.
Yeah,
She
she-
canceled the gym
And
membership.
she was.
She's
She
giving in to
seemed
the
okay
demands.
with it. Like, yeah, that's fine. Let's
yeah,
find a different gym.
And
Yeah.
honestly, I don't think I think
She knows she fucked up, and she admitted it.
I
you know?
think she was venting and she didn't realize how far
Right.
she went. But I will say, when I was reading some of the comments from other people, a lot of people were thinking that she was revving the trainer up to sleep with her.
I was thinking that because that does seem like something you would say to a dude to at least plant it in his head for later, or to have him maybe be like, oh, what's wrong? Oh, she's not. Maybe if he was doing more cardio, you get laid more. I do a lot of cardio. Look at me, I'm a personal trainer.
And then he's like,
Cardio is
I'm
my
shy.
everyday."
Can you initiate sex?
Yeah.
That line always works.
I don't know. Trainers cost a lot.
Not
They-
if you're fucking.
well,
Yeah.
well, that's what I'm saying. Like
Little
they
pump for
cost,
pump.
they cost so much. Why would you? Why
You
would
pop me up, and then I pop you up. That's my. Yeah, you pay your dues.
It's a program we're offering.
These people
for
are real
you
rich.
too.
I don't know.
The pump and pump. It is my new gym. And if you are made, you get half off.
It's a good deal. I think it's a fine deal. Maybe not for the husband.
I mean, I'm tired of gyms that just fuck you metaphorically with these prices of these days. Are you kidding me?
Yeah, might as well.
See, he's 44, she's 33. I think she should leave him. I think he's toxic. And like he's older and controlling. I don't know. This is bad. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's just a 10-year difference. That's not too bad. Is
No,
it?
it's not terrible, especially when you're in like your 40s and stuff. But
They have 2 kids too.
Oh yeah. You can't leave kids. You're going, hey, mom and dad. You know how we all used to live together in one big house, and then you guys both rented shitty apartments separately, and I get carted back and forth. Like, why is that? Oh no, she said something dumb to the gym trainer. Oh, you mean like she fucked him? No, just mentioned our sex like a little bit, and then said she wouldn't anymore and canceled the membership. It's like, dude, you're gonna be in the wrong. If you go to divorce court and your lawyer is sitting there going, but Your Honor, he got shit talked about him on a whatever nanny cam that was, and then she apologized and never saw the guy again and canceled the membership. It's like, dude, you are losing everything. She is gonna fucking rake you over the coals in divorce court.
I say she should take it.
Well, no, if she was the one writing the question, absolutely, call his bluff, go to divorce court. You were gonna win. But this guy is the one writing the question, and he's going to lose.
This guy could afford a good therapist. Okay, why is he's rich as hell? He's got 50 dash cams. Pay a therapist. Do some Zoom therapy on one of the dash cams.
Yeah, trade 2 cameras for a therapy session.
Yeah.
That's what I
Yeah.
say.
A live-in nanny, a full-time live-in nanny.
For their 2 kids, yeah.
Wow, I missed that.
Oh, you guys
And
gonna have
she's,
that, right?
and she's going
Yeah.
to school, and she works, and he's
Ooh.
working. So they have very busy lives, so they haven't had time for sex. They've had 2 quickies in the last 6 weeks.
If they stay together, she bangs the trainer and he bangs the nanny. I'm calling it
I
right
just-
now.
Yeah, oh,
I'm calling
yeah,
it like
yeah,
Babe
yeah.
Ruth.
I mean, I would complain too because it's like I've had 2 quickies in the last 6 weeks, and then she sets up one more quickie, And instead of him just doing the quickie, he says, "No, I'm going to go take sleep meds instead."
Dude,
like
dude,
at least take the
this guy
quickie.
sucks.
Like I know
That'll
I
help
kn-
you sleep.
I know that like that's not what he wanted, but like I think he has enough money to plan a. I don't know.
If it's been, he has only done it twice in 6 weeks, and he turned down a quickie to take sleep med. Here's what he's no. If he was a better husband, she's right. She's right. His wife is right about their sex life, because if he had a normal sex drive, he'd be like, "Ooh, I just took sleep meds. Let's do the quickie as they start to kick in.
Yeah,
Wait like
then I can
15
pass
minutes.
out hard.
Yeah, it'll be great. It'll be great. They do the quickie as the sleep drugs are kicking in, and you're feeling real good, and then boom, you're out. You finish.
Or
the sleep drugs take full hold, and you're
Or
asleep.
he just passes out and she takes care of it.
After 6
Pop a
weeks,
Viagra and the
options.
sleep meds.
after
You're
6
now
weeks,
a human Sabian, or whatever those things are.
No, but he chose to take the sleep meds instead of the quickie.
Oh, so he hadn't even popped the pills
No,
yet. Wow.
he said he
Yeah.
got mad. What did he say? He said
It seems like he's like, I tried. It's
passive
not really his
aggressively took the
thing.
sleep pills.
Fucking is
He
it really?
wanted more than that, so he was kind of upset.
he said
and was like, you know what?
she
I'd rather
offered
not.
a quickie, which I tried, but
Tried.
got
I
disinterested.
tried.
He
What
got
does that mean?
disinterested. He tried,
tried.
and then got disinterested.
Well, okay. Again, I like I said, I usually rule against the person writing the question. Just to
need more details.
reiterate, when there's a lack of detail about anything, I always think that if this person intentionally did not put that detail in there and kind of breezed over because it would look bad. I'm gonna try it. I was disinterested. Like, what's it even mean? He gave us so much detail with everything else, and then he just breezes over this with his vagaries and nonsense.
He couldn't get it up.
Exactly.
Probably not.
I think he didn't want to say it, or like it clearly relates to what she was talking about the trainer with. He's got a problem with his sex drive, or they got a problem with their sex life, or something's going on, man, and he's not really addressing it. He's just going, well, but she talked about it with the personal trainer. It's like, yeah, she was a dick for doing that. It was wildly inappropriate, but you're still not if she's sexually frustrated enough to where she's babbling to personal trainers on nanny cams, bro, something's wrong.
Yeah, she. It is the opposite problem as the other guy. The other guy had great dick, no money. This guy has money, no dick.
Yeah. if these
morph
guys
together.
cloned, they could make it. You know, we splice their DNA and
X-Men.
we create the perfect combination of dick money ratio.
Yes.
Yeah.
Maybe they live at the same place.
Also,
Yeah.
after
Same
6
city.
weeks of no sex, it would probably be a quickie anyway.
Yeah. Right.
Yeah.
It's been 6 weeks. He's not going to last the whole
Yeah.
night. I mean, it's it's going to be done in 2 minutes.
yeah, well, maybe. I mean, how quickie is the quickie?
Yeah. I mean, it's. He said quickie. I mean, it's clearly not going to be that long. I mean, he could do it before the sleeping pills kicked in. So I don't know. Sleeping pills don't kick in right away unless you snort them. Did he snort them? I don't think this guy snorts them. He seems like too much of a boring
Well,
stick in the
he
mud to
took-
be
he
crushing
took
up pills and
enough
doing
that
rails.
he was still able, like if you take a sleeping pill, you're usually out, and he was able the what's it called, dash cam still woke him up, so he was still kind
Oh,
of.
this wussy
like,
takes
he probably took a
weak-ass
half
sleeping
of
pills.
a pill or something. I don't know.
Taking Mitt Romney Mormon sleeping pills.
Yeah.
He ain't taking the fun ones.
I mean, I don't know. Maybe the FCC. I don't know what the Drug Administration said. that I don't know.
This guy needs to go hard on the sleeping pills and then do a quickie as they're setting in. I think this could revamp their love life.
Yeah. Just black out.
Yeah, boom.
Well, I mean,
But as they're kicking in, don't turn it into a Cosby situation.
his
now.
main
As they're kicking
question.
in, you'll be a little high.
His main question is like, did I overreact? And I honestly think like no, but when you're
think
like
so.
when he like, I can totally understand like, okay, we got to cancel the gym memberships because you totally blabbed about our sex life, and I'd feel uncomfortable. Just like, hey, how's it going? How's it hanging? And I'm like, well, but I mean, then to be like, well, you can't come see my father who's dying. I'm going alone now. Like, that's just like, if
That's
you're
why
gonna
I
kick her
think,
out of
yes,
the
he
family,
did
like that's something
overreact
different.
then. Yeah,
Yeah.
he didn't overreact initially, but he's continuing to escalate. It's
Yeah,
like
you
what
can't
she did was a
just-
4 out of 10. He's acting like it's a 9.6, man. It's
Yeah.
not
Yeah, like a non-negotiable. Like,
Yeah.
what's the underlying issue here that he's not
He
admitting?
doesn't want
to?
people knowing his dick doesn't work.
Yeah.
Maybe.
It either doesn't work or he's into something crazy.
Yeah.
That's-
Well, he's not into quickies. We know that.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know, man. I think this guy is making it all about what his wife did, which, yeah, she fucked up. It was wildly inappropriate, but it seems like she's done her part to make amends for it. And while he's getting on her case, which rightfully he should, he's not addressing what seems to be a legitimate concern on her end because of the little bit of information we've had. They're not having much sex, and he's not doing anything to rectify that situation. You know what I mean? They got Viagra if it's really that big a deal, or if it's just like, hey man, if it's getting stale, just take some edibles, man. Take those sleeping pills, take whatever, and do some ketamine, something, and just kind of make it fun.
This guy needs more drugs.
This guy needs more drugs. This guy needs more drugs.
Therapy and drugs.
Is
Therapy
blocking
and
the
drugs.
text of the person you're married to
that's
normal?
bizarre.
That's what I wanted to bring
bizarre.
up.
Yeah,
He
yeah.
That's
blocked-
very bizarre.
Okay,
That's
he
what I'm saying.
blocked
He's going
her
too far with
texts,
this.
But then I'm like, she lives with you.
Yeah.
How big is this house that that he was able to block the text messages and still not run into his wife? Like,
Right.
Because I would just be like, how about I just confront you face to face now?
Yeah.
You
She could
know?
also just talk to him via ring cam.
This,
You blocked my text. Well, guess what? I'm on the dash cam, bitch.
yeah.
Notify you.
I just thought that was so funny, and also like I don't know. When
is-
someone just goes out of their way to block their wife from text messages,
What are you,
I don't-
16?
Yeah.
I think this is who's that British monarch lady who they're all worried? Kate Middleton.
Kate.
Yeah.
I think this is Kate Middleton. I think this is Kate Middleton's husband. I think this is why she hasn't been seen in so long.
Well, she did just come out and she just
Yeah,
said
she made a video. She has cancer.
Oh,
yeah,
that's right.
so
that's
it's
right.
like don't
I forgot.
Yeah,
Sorry,
be nice,
I
be
don't
nice.
follow.
We'll
I don't keep
edit
up to
that
date
out.
on. No, we won't. I don't
Be
give a
nice.
damn about the cancer of
no.
the British
It's
royal
not
family.
going well,
I'm an American,
cancer.
damn it.
Be
I don't follow
well.
what they're up to.
Well, the chat is saying she just died. No, just kidding.
There we go. There we go. I hope it happened on George Washington's birthday.
Oh man. Okay. Well, I'm ready for the next one.
The next one?
Yeah, this
Okay.
guy
Unless
needs to get
anyone
over
has
it.
some sort of like enlightening news for this couple, but yeah, he went too far. He went too far.
Listen, you're adults. You're in for the long haul. You're married. Like, you got to give a
You
little.
got two kids and a
you gotta
stay-at-home
figure
nanny.
it out.
It can definitely work if you have a stay-at-home nanny
Yeah.
and also a big enough place that you can block your wife and she can't find you on that.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
Yeah, he can afford Viagra.
Hey.
He doesn't need to settle for Blue Chew. Go with the OG.
Yeah, man. I mean, this guy's marriage is like Kate Middleton. It ain't going to make it. Anyway, Next question on the Twisted Cupid podcast. If you guys got questions to write them to twistedcupidpodcast@gmail.com, or even better, put them in the chat. We're live every single Thursday, 8:30 p.m. Eastern. Let's take the next one from the wild animals on Reddit.
all right, so this is the last question, you guys.
Last
Dun,
question.
dun, dun. My girlfriend is upset I haven't proposed to her on our trip. Ooh, I'm a 27-year-old male, and my girlfriend, who's a 22-year-old female,
Oh,
and
age gap.
Oh, my
Stop
God.
strangling yourself with your cord, Sarah.
So when they met, he was probably 24 and she was 19 or something.
Yikes.
Sorry, you guys. This is getting broadcast in New York City. In New York City, everyone gets married at like 50.
Yeah.
And
Yeah,
if you
yeah.
Right, yeah.
If you try to get married and have babies when everyone else does, we think you're crazy.
Oh, yeah.
22. Get out of here.
I know.
Next question.
What are you, Amish?
Yeah.
You shouldn't be writing on
Are
Reddit.
you actively pregnant right now?
Live your life. Do some cocaine. I don't know. I'm just joking.
Her brain's not fully mature. Yeah, wait till you're 25 to get married.
25.
That's a
Okay,
move.
but he's 27, so he's fully matured, right? Okay. So, I'm a 27-year-old, and she's a 22-year-old, and I were celebrating our 2-year anniversary early in February. We took a trip to Disneyland in California, and I had a nice week-long
Wait, with no
beach
kids?
getaway.
Pause. Disney
Oh,
adults.
Disney adults.
Oh, Christ.
Disney
God.
adults, they have no kids.
I mean, they're barely adults.
Okay.
Ugh.
It had
But
great
yeah,
views.
still fuck these
He
people.
really is dating a child. Yeah.
So
Oh,
it was a week-long vacation at a beach getaway in Disneyland.
I'm more disgusted by Disney adults than the people that are actually there to do stuff to the kids.
100%.
Like I really am.
100%.
I know many Disney adults.
I did recently become friends with them. The thing is, people are so weird now. Disney adults like the least weird people.
Okay, so great views, water activities, and romantic dinners. On the last day of our trip, we had a nice romantic dinner at a restaurant on the beach. I guess during that dinner, she was waiting a proposal, which I didn't have for her. We moved in with each other a year ago, and despite my worries of it being too soon, we got along great. We are both clean, respectful, and overall best friends.
Oh, there we go.
Money. I always get when I see questions and they start listing off like the whys. They're
I
so
swear we're
good to each other. I'm always like red flag.
Yeah.
Like no, honey. Like we're really good, right?
Yeah.
I like put the toilet seat down. We're amazing together.
Again, they love to give you the details that make them personally look good. He's leaving out the reasons why they're not good together at all, especially if they're reasons that are his fault.
Both clean, respectful, and overall best friends. Money, however, has just been tight. We live in a one-bedroom and don't have lots of money to go out all the time. I changed my timeline for her, but I guess I never had a timeline as I'd been single for so long before. I never thought I would want kids and stuff, but now that all changed as I grow more in love with her. But I don't want kids right now. I guess I've been giving her mixed messages. As she puts it, since I've hinted at those things. Like asking her what shape of ring she likes. Sending baby reels.
What the hell?
And
Guilty.
we both get drunk and talk about babies. But I've explained to her that we can't right now.
Get drunk and talk about babies.
I think she wants children soon, though. After we got back from the trip, she asked me why I didn't propose. She was under the impression I would even, though I've never mentioned that. She told me that she was shocked that I didn't and thought that we were on the same page, which we are. I'm 100% want to marry her, but it will be a surprise, and I need money for a ring. She started talking about her timeline, and I told her to just relax. Stop stressing. She's so young. At 22, I didn't want any of that. So, okay, the only thing I have is he's not ready for marriage, but then he says, I guess I've been giving her mixed messages because I've been hinting at those things, like asking her what shape of ring she likes, sending her baby
that's
reels,
psychotic,
and then
man.
getting drunk and talking about babies. Okay, this is where you went wrong, okay? This is where I'm like, okay, now I feel bad for this girl.
If you bring up ring shape before vacation, you have to propose. That's the rule.
Dude, you sounded like a woman whose menstrual clock is ticking trapped in a man's body with that ring and baby shit. And then you're just like, what? You thought I was going to marry you? Like, that's insane.
It does sound. He does go on to say he's 100% on board. It's just the money issue. Like they just can't afford that.
Yeah,
they can't even go out to like have a nice
issue.
night.
Take out a
Definitely
loan,
get it.
buy that ring, dude. You're
It's
a loser.
always an
Get a
issue.
cheap one. Get
Get
an
a
upgrade when
cheap
you
one.
have money. Like
No.
put a ring on her finger. Just like be.
Does
Okay.
she have a
Make a promise.
jeweler's ring? Get her one of those cubic zirconian
Okay,
things.
Yeah.
you know what's free though? Keeping your mouth fucking shut. Okay.
Ah, Amy.
Don't
Exactly.
You heartless.
Exactly.
don't mention any of that stuff. If you're not ready, that's where it ends.
Yeah, this guy did it to himself.
And it's
Yeah.
like, I mean, okay, you can say I'm on the same page that eventually I want to be married and I'm going to have kids with you, because you don't want to be in a relationship where those two things are off the table and the other person's waiting for that. But the timeline, don't be talking about that stuff if it's not going to be for like another 5 years, you know?
This is as if he put a bunch of takeout menus in front of her and was like, what looks really good for dinner? And then they went through all of them and he was like, no, I already made us tuna salad sandwiches. I got them right over there. I was just making chit chat is all.
Just someday we're gonna have a meal like these ones.
Yeah. It's just close your eyes while you're biting into the tuna salad that I didn't even bother to dice up any onions or garlic with. I just used a bit of mayonnaise and salt and pepper.
No, I'm like angry. Like I feel like I'm very angry at him right now because I feel like I would be expecting a proposal. You don't have money, but you took me to the beach on an adult resort for Disneyland. Disney is not cheap.
No.
Especially
So
if you're going to be staying at their resorts and stuff like that. So you obviously saved up some money for an adult Disney trip. and not a ring. Like, I would have...
Dude, she's a Disney adult. She don't need a diamond. Get her a blow pop ring.
Like,
She's a child.
Just get her
That
the ears.
That week trip would have cost as much as an engagement ring.
Easily.
Like, just get me the engagement
Absolutely.
ring.
It's just a
and then-
classic miscommunication.
And then we'll walk around the park a couple times, okay?
That was his flaw. Wanting the engagement to be a surprise is a mistake. It should be pretty obvious. It's a big decision.
Yeah. I mean, well, no, I disagree, man. I think surprise is great.
Oh, you're such a romantic.
Well, you can't, like, if you're going to surprise, do the surprise thing. This guy did the opposite. I made mine a surprise. This guy did the exact opposite. See, what I did is I didn't talk about it at all. And then I just boom, one knee, here's the ring. Right? And then this guy babbled about rings and then no fucking ring. It's crazy.
It's like he had like $1 on a fishing line. It was just like,
Yeah.
like reeling it in.
Turns out it's counterfeit. It's like it's a $1 bill. You could have
Just
given me
grab
a
it.
real dollar bill.
Yeah.
It's not a Franklin here. This is a $1 bill.
It costs more than $1 to counterfeit $1.
There's a $3 counterfeit of a $1 bill. This is
I
crazy.
want to ask him this question. If she was like, I don't need a ring, let's just get married the cheap way, would he do it? You know? If they're already living together, I don't know. Like,
I mean, yeah,
like-
but she doesn't. She's been so disappointed by this. She doesn't want to ask the dude to get married and not have any rings, and you get an IOU in a ring box. You know, like that's. She doesn't want that at this point.
I think the like crazed to get engaged thing is such a young mentality too.
Yeah.
At 22, I got
Yeah.
engaged at 25.
Oh,
wow.
interesting. Yeah.
Oh, wow.
And I was like, yeah, let's do that. But like now at 40, I'm like, if we're gonna be together, we're gonna be together. Like we don't need to do this.
Yeah.
Like,
Right,
we don't
yeah.
need to do the ring thing.
I said after I
Oh,
dreamed
bizarre.
about having a wedding, like a nice, beautiful wedding forever, and always wanted to get married. Always, and after I got married, I was like, I'm never getting married again, ever.
Yeah.
ever.
It's a beautiful thing to think about, and like, but the actual logistics of it are insane.
Yeah.
I think my wife was 28 when I proposed.
Yeah, even 27 is so young
Wow.
for him.
Yeah.
Like, and to his credit, like he said, I've been by myself for so long. Like my timeline is just a little bit pushed back, and like he's trying to
has
compromise.
Not. He's 27 years old. They've been dating for 2 years. That means he was with her at 25.
25, that's so
and then that
young.
means two years before that, he was living with his parents. He has not been by himself for so long. Stop it.
Right.
Stop it. Okay. Maybe if he was that 47-year-old man crushed because a 42-year-old broke up with you, yeah, I would think that you'd be alone for a while. You know what I mean? Like, but this is hasn't been alone for.
I think he's
that
kind of a late
long.
bloomer. Yeah. Also, 25 dating a college student, it's kind of, yeah. It's a pretty big age gap.
Yeah, 25 to 20. That is. A lot.
Yeah. I mean, the older you get, the more the age gaps don't really matter. But yeah, 5 years when you're in your early 20s that's a big 5 years in terms of like maturity and where you're at mentally and things like that.
No, but I'm just saying he hasn't been alone that long. Like, I don't
No.
know why.
Maybe this
he
is
thinks,
his first like real relationship.
Yeah,
so
I
if you
think
think
so.
about it that
Probably,
way,
but
he's been
still.
alone a long time.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know. Like,
Could be his last two. You lock her down, go into
Yeah,
debt for the
right.
ring, or
Yeah.
steal a ring, do a heist, whatever.
Yes.
Yeah.
Dude, just lie and say it's a diamond. Is she gonna bust out one of those jewelry rings and be like, "This isn't"? I mean, how many
should
carats
yes,
did you
most
say this
women
was?
would.
Her friends might not be engaged, so they won't know how
The
crappy her
amount
diamond
of
is.
girls that I have run into, even in New York City, that know diamonds, it's crazy to me.
Yeah.
You know, they know.
He should just go to like a weird Buffalo Exchange, get an old looking ring, and be like, "It was my grandma's."
Yeah.
No,
It's like, is it a million
It's a
carats? No, but
family.
she had to escape Poland with this thing.
It was
she didn't
in
have a
her
good one.
butthole.
My grandma hit it in the one place that those Vietnamese wouldn't get it in her ass.
She worked so hard that we could keep this in our family.
Abiola says it sounds like they're both just young and naive, and that's why these avoidable mistakes happen. But a little empathy from both of them would be good. That's very
Yeah.
mature.
Right.
Yeah.
That's very
Yeah.
mature of you, Abiola.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
They need empathy. We don't have any.
None whatsoever. Oh, Matt on YouTube says, the wedding scene in The Deer Hunter was beautiful. Yeah, just have a cheap Deer Hunter wedding, dude.
Yes, Matt.
That was awesome. Yeah.
Yeah, I think at the end of the day, you have to ask, like, do you want the whole hullabaloo or do you want this relationship? Because if it's like, you know, if you're just happy with the relationship, you'll get the wedding. You can do another time.
That's what I'm saying about
I don't
like
know. Big
what
deal.
if she was like, let's just go to the court. Let's just get married. I don't need a wedding ring. So she's not worried about the money. She just wants to be married. I feel like he would still say no, like because he's blaming the money. I don't have the money. I think he has the money, especially if he had a whole like week at Disney.
Yeah, if he's got money to go to Disneyland and pretend he's 7.
To me, that just sounds like the
Spending
honeymoon that they already
$2,000.
had. You know what I mean?
Or like you can buy a beautiful $100 ring on Etsy. Do a placeholder.
Yeah, they have every
and then
range.
you can upgrade when you have the money. Just like a promise that this is going to be a thing. Like
What-
I think
yeah,
she'd
but
be
I-
happy for a little.
What I
while.
did is I went platinum band and then small diamond. I'm like, well, as I get rich, you can get a bigger diamond.
Yeah.
Of course,
There you
she's
go.
never getting a bigger diamond. But, yeah.
Right.
But it's a good
You
line.
die
yeah.
with that one.
'Cause the
Exactly.
platinum lasts forever. It doesn't tarnish or whatever.
I say
that's
get her
nice.
get her a platinum band and then lie about the ring. It'll cost you less money, and some kid won't get his head cut off for it. So boom,
Exactly.
it's a win-win,
Yeah.
especially for that
Exactly.
kid.
Oh yeah, you're a big no blood diamonds guy. I remember
That's
that.
right. That's right. It's evil.
He went
Nothing-
off on it last
That's
time.
right.
That's
That's
I
right.
got a great Cupid. It wasn't a
Hell
Cupid.
yeah, dude.
It was a Molsonite.
Molsonite.
Yeah, it was it.
couldn't
I love
remember
it.
the
I
name.
love
Yeah,
the Molsonite.
Exactly.
I
And
got-
no one got killed for it.
Mine was a
Boom.
small diamond, so the kid got killed, but it really wasn't worth it.
But it was
He
a
lost
small
a
kid.
hand.
yeah,
That's
yeah,
right.
yeah.
He just got roughed up a bit
Yeah.
by
Yeah,
those diamond goons.
I swear that my Molsonite shines brighter though,
Probably.
than the regular
Yeah.
diamond.
That's right.
Like,
That's right, because there's no blood on it.
Yeah.
That's right. Yeah, nothing like a rich white woke lady retweeting BLM on her phone with a blood diamond on her ring. Like that's right. That's
Yeah.
right. We should quit buying those fucking things.
Instead, it's just a person that had to go to work to make the diamond, being like, "I hate my job. I hate my job. I hate my job." I have to make
Yeah, the fake
all day.
diamonds are probably in like a Chinese factory where
Yeah.
where there's blood. Yeah,
God.
yeah.
No,
It's-
no.
Wait a minute, there's people jumping over the railings at the fake diamond plant? Come on now. We can't win.
Honestly, at this point in my life, if I were with someone that's going to spend any more than a few $100s on a ring, I'd be like, "That's irresponsible. We're not doing this."
Right,
I'm
it's a
gonna
waste
say
of
no.
money. It's a waste
that's
of money.
Insane. Like
It's a waste of
especially being in New
goddamn money.
York, rent and it's just so expensive
come on
to
now.
be alive here. Like,
You could
it
spend
seems so stupid.
like what about a really cool vacation? That to
Yeah.
me seems like it would be better.
And I
than
think
an
that's what he
expensive
tried
ring.
to do. This poor guy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, he didn't pick a cool vacation. He picked a shitty
Fair,
vacation.
fair,
but
fair.
it cost as much as 2 cool vacations.
Fair.
So
I don't even know if he had a question. I think he just ended with like, "I'm not ready for marriage." And I mean, he goes, I at 22, I didn't think any of that. Like, so it's like, I just told her to stop and relax. Like, I don't even think, I think he's
So it was
just
less
venting.
of a question and more of something for us to call him dumb for.
Yeah, because
There
like
you
now
go.
that I look back, he's not asking for our advice at all. He's
He
just
just wants
saying,
a hug.
No, he's just saying, yeah, I know I was talking about babies and shape of the ring and our future as if it was going to be tomorrow, but I think she was stupid for thinking that way.
See, a lot of people say you can't cock tease women because they don't have cocks. Not true.
Yeah.
He just did it.
It's the cock that lives right here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The hard
They got
cock.
little cocks in their heart, and
Yeah.
he teased it.
Oh yeah.
He needs to tell her how long till he'll be ready for marriage, or
Yeah.
just be really clear. Yeah.
Yeah, and
This
she.
is
I
crazy,
mean,
man.
She
they
could
just need to
probably
have
do
a really
better.
clear conversation because in his brain he was doing the right thing. They already live together. They're taking
Yeah.
this trip. They're celebrating
Yeah.
2 years. He's in for the long haul, and in her mind, she's like, "Well, we're in for the long haul, so might as well get it." Like they're just
Right.
missing the mark.
Right.
It just they need to just
if
talk
you
about
know,
it.
you know, and then you guys are just committed by law. So if anything goes wrong, you can chop off their head.
Yeah.
You know?
Hell yeah.
Yeah. I don't know. I mean, since he's not asking a question, stop harassing her with all this baby talk. Like, leave her alone. That's my final advice. Okay. Just when you're ready, just pop the question and get it done with, and stop bringing it up if you're not going to marry
That's
her.
so
And
fun. That's the fun part.
I just can't believe he would like. They would laugh about like he sends her baby reels.
I mean, it's so
Yeah,
this
wow,
thing,
that's
it
wild.
seems like he is like in the future. Like, of course we want these things. He just wasn't aware that she thought that meant like today, like yesterday. But it's cute that he's like, oh, I do want these things. It's fun.
Yeah.
It's fun.
I mean, I guess
I
they're
love it.
younger.
I am so on her side. I cannot.
The
handle
shape
it.
is too specific. That's
Yeah.
like because why else would you
Yeah,
care? It's
yeah,
not even that
that.
interesting. Oh, oval
Well,
princess.
yeah.
Well, also,
You're
like,
right.
for
Yeah,
a
what
guy to
dude
be
gives a shit
asking-
about
that's
women's
what I'm
rings that ain't
saying.
gonna buy a woman a ring? That's
Yeah.
psychotic.
Yeah,
behavior.
I'm
That's a
just like-
psychotic thing to ask. Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know. I was for when I got my ring, I was just expecting like it to be nothing that I wanted because I figured my husband wouldn't ask me like anything
No,
about
and
shit.
she figured right. But her friend did undercover research for me.
That's
Her
great.
That's the way to do
Her
it.
friend took her
That's
to
what you
the
always have to
jewelry
do.
That
store.
was
Yes.
honestly after I was so surprised. That was one of the first things. Like, oh my gosh, this is exactly what I wanted.
Yeah. It was all her friend. She was like, I took her to the jewelry store because I happened to be getting a necklace fixed or whatever,
smart.
and I was just babbling to her about rings, making it seem like nothing. But here's everything you need to know. This is exactly
good friend.
So it's like, yeah, you
Yeah,
got
that's an amazing friend.
You got to find sort of espionage agents, you know, on the other person's team. And they'll give you all the information. This guy did it the opposite.
Yeah.
He asked her directly and had no intention of
And
marrying
he
her.
wanted it to be a surprise. Like you don't.
Yeah. Wow.
You have to go around the corner if you want to make it a surprise.
Yeah.
See, I was like, I'm gonna propose. Here's the types of rings. Tell me which kind you like.
That's also
Just
a
getting
good
down
approach.
That's what I'm
on
saying.
one. Do you want A? Do you want B?
Yeah.
It's like The Bachelor when they're like, they've got 5
Yeah.
rings.
Neil
They're like,
Diamond.
okay.
Wait, no. Neil Lane. They call him
Yeah.
Neil Lane. Sorry. They have a ring guy that goes on The
Yeah.
Bachelor. His
Oh my
name's
God.
Neil Lane.
Neil Lane.
Sorry, I watch way too much reality TV. His name's Neil Lane, and he has the guy that's going to propose to the girl. He has him pick out the ring, the Neil Lane ring.
It's amazing, but they never actually get married, right? So like his rings
Sometimes
might be
they
bad
do.
luck.
Sometimes they do. I mean, I think almost all of them are divorced except for maybe 2 of them.
I think you have to
Okay.
give the ring back if you don't end up getting married. But if you do get married, you get to keep the ring.
Is that
think so.
by the law?
I think it's just
I know
part
it's a
of the
law. I
agreement.
know that it's a law in some states because it says it was a promise that's something that didn't
I
happen.
mean, like to the
Oh.
Bachelor.
The producer.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, 'cause
you can keep
those
the ring
things
if you
are
get married, but
expensive.
you have to give it back if you don't.
I guess if the
course.
woman backs out, she could offer to give the ring back.
Yeah, I mean, I just asking her about rings and then not asking her to marry him. It's psychotic. He set himself up. The fact that he
It's
didn't
true.
know that this would get her hopes up.
In
And
the
then they're
mi-
going to Disneyland, which for Disney adults, those psychotic people, that's a big deal.
In the Middle Ages, if you even asked a woman what kind of ring she wanted, that was considered a marriage. And
Yeah.
the Pope would have you burned at the stake for what he did.
Right. This guy
true.
would that guy from the end of Braveheart would have showed up
Yeah.
in his red cloak. Right here we see the awful price of treason. And it would be a different ride that day, man. Drawn
Yeah.
and quartered.
Yeah, that's my final advice. Stop getting her hopes up, buddy.
Stop heart dicking her around.
Yes,
Yeah, yeah.
yes.
Yeah.
Stop heart dicking. Can
Yeah.
we chant
Stop
that?
hard dicking.
Stop heart ticking.
Stop hard dicking. That's right. It's my favorite Carrie Underwood song. I love that song. Anyway, I think we answered that question. Stop hard dicking. Go draw and quarter yourself. Figure out how to do it. I think we answered that one. Do we have
Dudes
time
really
for-
telling on themselves on this Reddit.
Oh, yeah.
Well, I guess Reddit is mostly dudes, so it makes sense.
Oh, yeah. Marlene on YouTube says a washing machine is better than any ring.
Yes, that's
right.
what my mom got for. Yeah, she
Boom.
wanted
Oh,
a
it's so
washing machine.
sweet.
She
That's
never
the
wanted an
move.
engagement ring. She wanted a washing machine.
That's the move. An
That's
engagement
a-
washing machine.
Yeah, she's like, I'm going to be a stay-at-home
like
wife. What
that.
are you talking about?
I think we answered that one perfect. This has been an awesome episode.
Thank you, guys.
Thank you so much to both of our guests. Thank you to Sara Shipley. Thank you to Freddie
Yay.
G.
Yeah.
Thank you
Wow.
most of all to the listeners, man, especially the listeners there in the chat. Thank you to Matt. Thank you to Abiola. Thank you to Colin. Thank you to Marlene and Tom. Thank you to Joel. Thank you to Matt. Thank you to everybody out there. Until next week, this is a Twisted Cupid podcast. Like and subscribe. We're live every single Thursday, 8:30 p.m. Eastern. Until next time, later.
Woo, 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 woo.